Now things are really heating up here at the Jameson Dublin International Film Festival, and very shortly we're going to be checking out what promises to be a star-studded lineup. In the meantime, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost came to town recently for the premiere of their brand new movie Paul. I went along to check it out and to find out all about the little alien that could give E.T. a run for his money. One of our favourite British comedy duo acts is back on the big screen, and this time they brought with them a whole host of Hollywood stars and of course an alien. The name Paul, it seems to be a very ordinary name for a very extraordinary little guy. Who came up with it? Is there a meaning behind that?
I think Paul came up with it. Yeah, it was the first thing we thought of, and it never went away, and it stuck throughout. I think there was a brief 20 hours when we considered calling him Fudge, but it went back to Paul quite quickly.
You've been making this movie for a really long time. Do you think that working together, being best mates, being best pals, did that ever distract you? Was it difficult to have a bit of discipline going?
I think it helped us in many ways. It aided us. You know, it certainly means that we know. I mean, forever we're finishing each other's
Sandwiches.
and you know that helps when you're writing. So I think we're in a good position. Really, it's a fun thing to work with your best friend because you get to spend time with each other.
Working with such a big all-star cast, of course, sci-fi queen Sigourney Weaver. Now I know you have a big crush on her.
I did when I was 19. I wrote a poem about her, which I put in my stand-up, and she's asked me to read it to her, but I'm too embarrassed.
We both have one now as well. I didn't have one, and I do now have
So
one.
you've since written a poem. Can you give us
I
a little
will.
taster?
No, I'm going to
You
say
just have
that.
to go through words that rhyme with Sigourney and
Yeah,
Weaver.
we're going to write a massive book, and the only thing in it will be poems about Sigourney Weaver.
And you both worked together, of course, on Tintin as well, with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, that guy.
You're big fans, aren't you?
Absolutely. This film is a love letter to Steven Spielberg. So to actually find ourselves on set, having him direct us was just a fanboy's dream, you know.
And if you watch Paul very carefully, you'll see that Tintin isn't the only time we've collaborated with Steven Spielberg himself.
He has a small cameo in the film.
He might do.
You'll have to watch it and find out. Now, finally, E.T. versus Paul. Who's going to win in the fight?
Paul, probably. I mean,
I think Paul's more spiteful, but E.T., you know, you don't know what's going to come out of that finger.
If it
could
came
be
down
used
to
for
it,
evil, not just healing.
Paul's got a long reach, and E.T., you know, I mean, his headbutt's probably quite big if he can catapult that thing.
Paul's
off
the
his
kind of
shoulder.
guy who'd throw a handful of coins into E.T.'s eyes.
So,
And as he's
Stamp on
like
his
that,
head.
then it'd do him.
But E.T. could heal himself.
Yeah.
That's like a Paul, so who cares?
And the future,
What
what's
if they
coming?
didn't fight?
Well, they
they had
could
a
be
cuddle,
best
that'd be
pals like
nice.
you two.
Yeah,
E.T.
yeah.
Paul. Paul
You
E.T.
should ask who's the better kisser or something. It's
Who
like,
is the better kisser?
Paul.
And finally, the future coming up, Star Trek 2. I know people are dying to know, they're waiting with bated breath. Can you give us any insiders?
I'm one of those people, to be honest. I mean, I know it's been written, and I know they're very happy with the script so far. JJ's finishing up Super 8, and you know, we're just waiting to get to work on it, which will hopefully be in the summertime. So, you know, I'm excited as everyone else.
Now, still no celebrity sightings, so we're going to take a quick break. But do stay with us, because when we come back, it is all about the A-listers. That's right, Olive catches up with the glitterati at this year's IFTAs, and I'm going to be camped out right here on the red carpet of the Jameson Dublin International Film Festival, making sure you don't miss a thing.